Number one comedian here in Philadelphia. Number one comedian here in Philadelphia.
Platinum Touch presents the show you all been waiting on. And now, it's time for the hilarious show with comedian Malcolm Hill.
What up, everybody? You already know who it is. It's your boy, comedian Malcolm Hill. This is the hilarious
I can't
show.
hear.
You can't hear? What do you mean you can't hear?
I can't hear nothing.
Your thing. Unmute.
Well, hit unmute, but we live. Like I said, this your boy, comedian Malcolm Hill. This is the hilarious show. A lot of technical
The
difficulties.
host has unmuted your mic.
This
I
nigga-
can't hear
Oh
still.
my God.
This nigga talking on the mic. we've been
can't
practicing and rehearsing all
Rod,
night.
can you hear me?
Just hold on. Well, he can't. Listen, I gotta be professional.
Still can't hear.
Okay, we always going to have technical difficulties. Okay, we always going to have things going wrong.
Can't hear
okay?
still.
We've been practicing since 7 o'clock, 6:30, and he's still talking while we. But it's all good.
Good
It's a
now.
hilarious show. We got one of the funniest female comedians again in the world. The beautiful Miss Hope Flood is going to bless the mic, man, and tell us a lot that's going on. Plus, we got the beautiful Lady Shine going to let us know what's going on in the streets. This is the best show in the city right now. This is the hottest show in the city. All right. But before I start, I got to bring my co-host on, my man JoetheBoss. Hopefully,
Candace.
he's in the building.
I'm picking you up.
Yeah.
Hey! I'm
What
on
up?
live, Malcolm.
What up,
Hey,
Joe?
Malcolm.
What up?
Stop the press. You know what?
What?
I want my royalty money because I looked at the show just now and I seen the intro. And
Right.
there's an intro where you holding your glasses like this with your hair down. You got like
Right,
three
right,
waves showing and you're
Right.
holding your glasses. You stole my
Right.
pose, Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
That is my
Right.
pose. I patented
Yes, I
that
did.
pose in 2005.
Yes, I did. Yes, I
That
did.
is my pose.
Okay, that's your pose. All right,
That's my
but
pose.
we got our other. You's a fool. We got our other co-host, my man, Mr. NA from Platinum Touch Entertainment. Platinum Touch Entertainment. Where you at, NA?
What's going on? What's going on? Hey, listen, Malcolm. Red
What?
told us last week you can take whatever you want. So, Joe, you're not getting paid. He stole
Nah.
it. He stole it. Hey, why you got to be all in the background? Now, you know we live. You
Right.
all in the background. I can't hear. Yeah, I'm coming down the
I'm
street
trying.
now.
I know, right?
Yeah, like you doing a stick. You looting. You in here looting on the show. How you gonna loot while we live?
I'm trying to make other side connections. I'm doing other side businesses back here. Okay?
You got Malcolm in the background. You got Malcolm in the background placing bets with the bookie, and you in the back looting. Oh my goodness, man!
Yeah,
I didn't know.
So, like I said, that was no lie. Right before we came on, I'm placing my bets with the bookie. Joe talking about I'm gonna pick you up later on. You can hear me saying, "Listen, put 15 on the carton." And then we live, and then this nigga talking about, "I'm gonna pick you up later on. Make sure you do that thing you did the last time." You know, I said, "This is not work."
Hey, listen, man. This is something new for all of us right now. We're trying to get used to this, you know.
Nah.
Yeah, technology is something, man.
Yeah.
That's what happened. That's what happened when you live. You know what I mean? That's what makes this the hilarious show. Everything is live. The bloopers and everything is here. Take us like you got us or leave us. You know what I mean?
I know that's
every
right.
time in comedy, it never works out the way you plan it to work out, man. You plan it to go one way, and as soon as you say action, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, it definitely do. You even as going, you getting ready to go on stage, you setting your mind to something, and you see something
Right.
else happening in the
Right.
audience. Man, I'm telling you, it just
It never works out. But anyway, listen, man. This week was a crazy week. You know what I'm saying? We got people looting again. You know what I'm saying? Like they looting in Philadelphia like crazy. Helicopters flying over top of the house all hours of the night. It's like you listening to a PlayStation game all night long. You know what I'm saying? And then the people is looting the same store they looted 2 weeks ago. Like soon as the store went put back up, they right back in the same store.
Same store.
So what I'm suggesting is they don't. They just put the glass back up. Right, they out there cleaning the glass, and then here come the niggas again, right back in, right back in. So I'm suggesting, don't put up no glass yet. Just hold
Leave it open.
the glass until after the election. After the election, then
right.
But right now, don't put that glass up because all hell might break loose. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. But you know the worst thing about it? They breaking the glass in their own neighborhood and then go spend the money in the county. Yeah. It makes no sense. I don't understand it, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Listen, the funniest thing is when you see them drilling up all the wood, putting the wood up in front of the glass, knowing they're going to break right through it. You might as well save all that money that you buying that wood on and just leave the door unlocked. Fuck it, leave the door unlocked and just say extra hours tonight for 12 o'clock. Just come on in and grab what you want.
Nigga, the niggas is taking the mannequins. I see the nigga dragging a female mannequin down the street. He's dragging the mannequin. I'm like, this motherfucker must gonna be fucking the mannequin tonight because the motherfucking mannequin had big ass titties and an ass, and he coming down.
Man.
Yo, look, I see the nigga running. I don't know if he was scared of that corona. I see the nigga running out the thing with like 20 rolls of toilet paper. I said to myself, this nigga, all the stuff to steal, he got about $4 worth of toilet paper. He about to go to jail for $4 worth of toilet paper. All this shit in the store, you run right to the toilet paper and get that. These boys is crazy.
Yeah. And they around here selling everything. They selling everything around here like they ain't just steal it.
Yeah.
Got them new Nikes, $125. Well, damn, I might as well go to the store.
Man,
they got a pocket, man.
And then
they got a pocket around.
That just reminds me, I got 50-inch TVs for sale if anybody wants any. I got
none of them got warranty
the other night.
no warranty on nothing.
Yo, they up here in West Philly talking about they got cars. We didn't steal your cars, but we got your cars. If you want them, this is how you can get at us. I don't know what's going on around here. When they start stealing cars and selling them back to you.
Nigga.
Man.
I seen a nigga pick up somebody in the Uber, right? I call for Uber. This nigga come up in the police car, talk about I said, nigga, what? This nigga's the Uber driver driving the police car. He done stole the police car trying to work for Uber in the damn police car. These niggas is out of control right now. What is going on?
Like, even with the TVs though, I understand why is everybody still getting TVs. Like if you don't have a TV by now, hang yourself. Like why is everybody looting and going to getting TVs? Like that's the only thing in the store. I want like a waffle maker. I'm gonna get some shit that I actually need and want. Like why would you go get TVs all the time?
Because for some strange reason, when you run into a store, your mind is to grab the biggest thing you can get. Right? But if you grab the biggest thing, sometimes the biggest thing ain't worth what a bunch of the little shit is. So a motherfucker coming out there with a 47-inch TV, and then another nigga coming out there with diamonds and jewelry and $100,000 worth of jewelry, but these niggas went straight to the TV. They fighting over the TV. This motherfucker TV only worth $250. These niggas,
that's how people, man.
Them like they plastic. They just, I'm like, yo, we the worst looters.
It's a shame.
Then you see the one dude on the bus trying to get on the bus with the Mac machine. He dragging the Mac machine trying to get on the bus, telling the bus driver, "Hold up, let me on the ID some of this." I'm like, yo, these niggas is about crazy.
I want to know who the dude who got the dynamite. Did somebody blew a Mac machine up with dynamite?
Listen, they blowing the Mac machines up, but they blowing up the money. They putting it down where the money is at, and when it blows up, the money is in pieces.
That's your West Philly homies out there. That's what's doing that.
Yeah.
Hey, some of them blowing up themselves.
Hey, the Moon Game coming out of retirement.
Don't talk about the Moon Gang. Don't talk about the Moon Gang.
Y'all got the weakest gang in history in Philadelphia. The
You say
moon
that now.
game.
You say that now.
Hey,
Hey, Malcolm, they're gonna catch him right outside that job.
Malcolm had beef a couple of years ago with a comedian, and he had the moon game run down on the comedian. So he's gonna say, yeah, the young boy must have knew I was down with the moon gang. Them old ass gangsters. some of them in retirement homes talking about the moon gang.
He gonna say the moon gang.
Boy, you stupid.
Boy.
Listen, man. Listen. We got a great show tonight, man, because we got I don't want to keep my girl on hold for too long. I don't want to keep her on hold for too long, right? Each and every week I try to bring some of the funniest people to ever do it. Like, ain't no everybody that come on this show are some of the funniest people in the world, man. And this lady that's coming on, she runs LA. She runs everything. She runs everything, man. And she's very, very funny. She's been on Def Jam. She's been on Coming to the Stage. You know what I'm saying? She's been on everything, man. It's an honor, the privilege to bring her on here. So we're gonna bring on our guest, the beautiful Miss Hope Flood. We got Miss Hope Flood in the building. What's up? I know she ain't a weed. I know she ain't.
Okay.
I mean, y'all took so goddamn long. I'm smoking a blunt now. I'm about to be high for the next.
That's the first time
45 minutes. The first time you've seen it happen.
Usually when they come on, they sitting there with a Bible or they sitting there with
doing the kids' homework.
Yeah. Boy, oh man, I got a feeling it's gonna be something else already. What's up, beautiful? How you been?
LA bud.
How you guys doing? Hey y'all.
All right, how you doing? How are you?
I'm good, Nate. How you doing, Joe?
All right, Miss Hope, how you doing? I'm nervous. I don't know whether to call you Hope, Miss Hope. I'm
Miss Hope.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like legendary, man.
Auntie Hope.
All right, I like Auntie
Hope.
Okay.
That's what they call me. Auntie Hope.
Got to show my respect.
Thank you. Thank y'all so much.
Listen, before we get into some subjects real quick, I want the people to actually know who you are and where you come from and how you start out. All right, because a lot of people for some of the couple of young kids might not know who you are. You know, tell the people like first of all, how long you been doing stand-up comedy and what got you into doing stand-up comedy the way you do it?
1989. I've been doing comedy since 1989. And I knew I wanted to be a comedian since I was 5 years old. Well, I knew I wanted to be in the business since I was 5. I didn't discover comedy until about 1986 when I watched Whoopi Goldberg's one-woman show. And I was like, I want to do this. And so I went to a comedy. I waited about 3 more years. And then I went to a comedy club and I saw D.L. Hughley, who's my mentor. And and I said, I want to do this. He said, come back next week. I said, give me 2 weeks. And I went home and I wrote something. I don't know. I guess it was jokes material. I don't know what it was. And I came back the next week and did 15 minutes and got a standing ovation. And he said, is this your first time on stage? I said, it's my first time doing comedy, stand-up comedy, but I've been on the stage. And he said, man, when you get where you're going to be awesome. And so the rest is history,
Wow.
Wow, that's decent.
So wow. You got a basically you got a standing ovation like around your first time being on stage?
Yeah, and then I bombed many times after that.
I'm great saying
I'm not one of them comedians like I got 69 standing ovations. No, I'm not that. I got booed at the Bay Area comedy competition like 2 years into comedy, and you ain't never been booed until 2,500 people boo you. Okay, you ain't never been booed. Okay.
That's rough. That's rough because
they did the boo wave on my ass. Okay, it's like a section on my ass, but it makes you stronger as a comedian and stuff. So comics say I ain't never got booed. I ain't never got but sometimes silence is a boo. It's a silent boo. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Or people getting up and walking out. People starting conversations. People sleeping. Whatever. That's a boo. That's equivalent to a boo. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is. People. One of the worst parts is when you bomb and you can't go home. Like I bombed on a cruise type of situation, And I couldn't leave. So the whole time I had to walk around and people kept pointing like, that's that nigga right there. That's that motherfucker right there. Like, why are you doing stand-up comedy? What the fuck is going on? I mean, people asking me questions like, one person said, are you a comedian? I said, what the fuck? What do you think I was trying to do? You need to be doing something else. Ain't nothing worse than bombing and you can't leave. Usually you can't leave. You out of there.
You can go home or whatever, and then comics treat you. Everybody cool with you in the back. All right, Malcolm. All right, Joe. Y'all go up there, do your thing, and then you bomb. Niggas act like motherfuckers act like you just announced you got HIV or the corona or something.
Yeah. Stay away from him.
Yeah, don't talk to that nigga like it's gonna rub off on your motherfucking ass.
Right.
That nigga boo gonna rub off on me. Yeah.
And then there's always that one person who'll shake your hand like you did good. Yeah, man, you doing your thing, man. You doing your thing.
You keep on doing your thing.
They're gonna talk about you when you get back, right?
Right. Exactly. So I've been there. So any comic who say they haven't bombed, I don't know what you're doing and stuff or whatever. And that bombing is subjective. What do you consider a bomb?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
definitely. Yeah. So yeah,
I seen a comedian. I seen a comedian bombing. Right, he on stage and he bombing. Right, so this nigga gonna they booed him. So he said, "Hold on a second." So he says he turns around and unbuttons his shirt, and then he turned back around like he was a whole different person. Like he gonna start all over. Like he's a whole we like, nigga, you the same nigga.
And you gonna get the same boo. You gonna get the same boo, nigga. You gonna get the same boos. Okay. We used to say with like back in the day with when I used to come to New York. I used to come to New York every summer and stay with my sister Tina Graham, and I would do all the rooms and stuff. And a running joke that we would have, we invented when you were bombing, Tracy Morgan would be bombing so bad, and we would say, "Give it up for yourselves." That's how you know a nigga bombing. Give it up for yourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, the drinks are good, ain't they? The drinks are good out here. Oh, give it up for security. They doing a good job.
You trying to stall? You trying to stall?
Yeah,
that's a stall.
Yeah. Ladies, y'all looking good tonight. Y'all looking good. Oh yeah,
that is amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy out here. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy out here.
It's crazy out here, man.
Yeah, man. It's crazy out here.
So Hope, what are like your top 2 or 3 places that you feel like you really killed it, cities wise?
Oh, always home. I'm from California, LA. So always home is good. I love Atlanta.
Okay.
Detroit. Oh God. Miami. I do good at Miami. Chicago. I mean, I've been all over. I've been to all the 50 states. I've been to 14 countries and stuff. So I've been all over the world doing comedy in the last 30 years and stuff. And right now, if I can't get back on stage, I'm going to counseling. It's one or the other, okay? Because I ain't gonna do this.
Right.
I ain't gonna do this shit.
Second in Parkside. That's about it.
Yeah, this can only do so much. Nigga,
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Nigga need to get on stage at some point. Go, Joe.
So with the corona going on, you say so y'all basically on shutdown over there too?
Yeah, we're on shutdown in California and stuff. None of the comedy clubs are open. Yeah, so the J Spot and all the black comedy clubs, I don't know if they're ever even going to come back.
Wow.
Yeah, they were already spiraling and not doing well. Jay had already closed down the J Spot way before the pandemic. So I don't know if he's coming back, and he's got a new sitcom with Tyler Perry and stuff. And then he's just old as fuck. So I don't know if he's even coming back. Cut off.
I was at LA years ago, and I did the J Spot, and it was like the first comedy club where they actually film you while you're on stage, and then soon you get off, they have the DVD ready for you.
Yeah.
Was they still doing that out there?
No, they ain't doing that no more. Jay was filming that to steal your shit. That's what that was for. Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Jay was stealing that so he could be doing your shit on stage. Like, this sounds familiar. It ain't yours no more.
Shit.
Who gonna believe you? Who gonna believe you that J. Anthony Brown stole your joke? Okay.
Right.
Lie, Joe.
You ain't never lied.
Wow.
I remember I remember when a comedian, I ain't gonna say his name, he said that to me when I first
Say his
started.
name. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Say
What
his
nigga
name.
name?
All right, fuck it.
Damn it.
Say his name.
Teray, fuck it. Fuck Teray.
Oh, that nigga there.
That motherfucker there. I need my rating.
That nigga there.
I said a joke and it was funny as hell, right? And he was hosting and I was new. And I said, he said, yeah, Mouth, I like that joke. I'm at to steal that. And I said, nigga, you ain't gonna steal nothing. And then he said something that I remember he said, what makes you think that they ain't gonna believe a nigga like me made that up? Then you made I said, damn, you ain't never lied. They gonna swear I took your joke.
All the great stuff, all the great material and stuff. And someone be like, it might be your joke, but I tell it better.
Yeah.
I tell it better. And rightfully so. They probably do tell it better, especially if you're young in the game and you haven't really found your voice.
I was new. Right. And he's like, what makes you think they ain't gonna believe that I made that shit up before you did? I'm like, you ain't never lied.
He's an arrogant motherfucker, ain't he? Okay.
My man, love him to death, but he's arrogant he's the most arrogant comedian in comedy, man. But he's funny as hell.
Yeah, all right.
You got confidence.
I like Hope. I like Hope.
All right, Joe, you gonna hear some. You gonna hear some shit on this motherfucker because what they gonna do? Them niggas can't whoop me. These niggas ain't gonna whoop me.
That's what I tell Malcolm all the time.
Niggas like that. Can't whoop me. What the fuck they gonna do?
That's right.
Talk that shit.
That's what I like.
Malcolm, you always talk about ratings. Don't start being scared now.
Yeah. Let's go take you over the top, nigga. Let's go take you over the top. This interview.
Don't do that.
He got 1,001 stories, and every story be like, it's a comedian. I ain't gonna say
his name. No, nigga. We say the name.
Saying the name.
We say names, nigga.
We don't say names. Yes, we starting from the bottom. And we work our way up. Once we work our way up,
man,
you want to get your ratings up, nigga? You want to get your ratings up?
Yeah. We want to get our ratings up. We want to get our ratings up, Hope. So Hope. So since you said that, Hope, we need them ratings, Hope.
I did fuck Jamie
Who
Foxx.
bitch your joke?
You already knew that I was going to ask you.
That's what I wanted to hear. I didn't want to ask you, but that's what we want to hear.
That's what we talking about.
I didn't know that was coming. I didn't know.
That was coming. So was it like a relationship or was it just a little, a get together, a few get togethers, or just a one-time thing?
You know how you like your coworker at your job. You just like your coworker. And Jamie, this was before Jamie was famous, so this is not in his famous years and stuff. This was before he was even famous.
Before Ray and all that.
Wait, this was before In Living Color.
Okay.
So
damn.
This when his hair was busy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is when he was living in a one room at a motel and couldn't have and he didn't have a car. Right, and he had a car. So this was that was pre-Jamie and stuff. So
okay.
And so I tell comedians all the time when they try to talk to me, I say, this pussy is Oscar-winning pussy, okay? Last nigga got this pussy won an Oscar, okay?
Well, I need to hit some of that my damn
Hey, you need to get on the plane.
Give me a little dab of that pussy right there. Give me a little dab.
I'm about to look up a flight. I'm looking like, let me get a flight out there right now.
But I don't know if I want to go after Jamie Foxx. But anyway.
Yeah. You probably right now where he was. So you all right, nigga.
No, you might have uplifted him, I hope. You might have uplifted him.
Right, nigga.
You gave him some hope. You gave him some hope.
Put a little pep in your step, nigga. Okay.
In Living Color called The Very Next Day.
Next day. Matter of fact, I had a comedy night, one of the hottest nights in the country on a Tuesday night, and I groomed a lot of comedians there. AJ Johnson, I started him there. A lot of comics I started at those clubs, and so comics would come to town, and they would come on Tuesday because they wanted to do my night at the townhouse and stuff. And Jamie developed that character Wanda in my club.
Wow.
And it was really two ugly girls sitting in the audience ducking because they didn't want the comedians to talk about him. And when he came in and did that face and everything, we you ain't never seen people just run out the club laughing and throwing up. And he developed that character in my club, and it was two ugly girls. And then when he went to In Living Color, they changed it into Wanda, and he can't even do it no more. They own that now.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Yeah. Oh,
They own that?
They own it now and stuff. This business is treacherous, y'all. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea how treacherous this business really is. It's a piece of work. And sometimes people think I'm funnier than this, I'm funnier than that person and stuff. Funny, it ain't enough. It ain't enough to be funny. Some of the funniest niggas I know are not famous.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
It ain't about who's the funniest. It's never about who's the funniest. It's about who they want at that time and who make the right moves. It's
Think
not
about
the
it.
funniest people. Yep.
Funny ain't sold a ticket yet.
Nope.
Okay. Funny don't sell tickets and stuff or whatever.
Right.
So it's not just about that, and that's why I created a comedy convention to help comedians to learn and to learn the business. Everybody needs a coach. Michael Jordan had a coach, and it's one thing to get on stage. You got that. But do you know how to read a contract? Do you know how to get a deposit? Do you not? You have other talents within you. We are learning through this pandemic. That's what I call it, a pandemic. We are learning that we got other things in us that we need to stir up these other gifts and stuff, because stand-up comedy, as we see, is not enough.
No.
It's not enough.
Right.
It's enough. And you probably got some other shit in you that you haven't even honed in, haven't even thought about. And people come to my comedy convention and they be like, you know what? I think that I can write. I think that I can. There's a whole job in Hollywood called the punch up. And it's where the writers write the sitcom, the script, and then they give it to a comedian and the comedian makes it funny. It's called a punch up. That's a $5,000 a week job.
Whoa, are they hiring?
Wow.
Right now. That's how Alex Thomas, that's how Alex Thomas and Chris Spencer got on with the Fresh Prince and stuff or whatever. Yeah, and that's how they got on. He's a brilliant writer and stuff.
He's a writer. Chris Spencer's a writer. Yep.
Amazing writer. And so, and his stand-up mediocre.
That's what I'm saying. How are you a writer like that? I ain't gonna talk about Chris Spencer because he got to get next. No. It's not talking about him. He's great now. He's great now and stuff. But at the time, he was just mediocre. He was starting out, but he grew to be he's a brilliant comedian now and stuff or whatever. But what happens? You can be a better writer, and you just don't know how to deliver the jokes on stage.
Right.
Have you ever seen comedians on stage be like, "Damn, he not delivering it right." Or man, I could take that and I could be funny. I could this and stuff, and it's the same concept.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you, Hope, have you ever been on stage or been in a show and you seen a comic use some of your material?
Oh yeah, and I don't get mad. I'll just go. They'll go up before me, and I'll say, and I'm gonna just use Malcolm. Say, yeah, give it up for Malcolm and stuff. I'm gonna tell you how my jokes really go.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, yes.
Shit.
No.
Yeah, Malcolm did
that.
Yeah, Malcolm did the remix.
I would go around the door.
Yeah, Malcolm did the remix. But let me tell you how my jokes really, how I really wrote them.
I'll put my
Wow.
Yeah, people say that what is it? What is it? Is the highest form of flattery? What do they say? When people take and steal from you?
Yeah,
I don't believe that. I think it's just I don't think that. I think it's just stealing. And but nobody can tell my story. Nobody can tell your story. If your comedy is personal about you and your life, can't nobody take that away from you. I was the first person in 1990. First time I did Comic View, it might have been 90 something. I was the first person to put penitentiary material on stage. I got a lot of flack for that, but that was my life at the time. My son's father had been in the penitentiary, in and out. And so that was my life at the time. So no matter who came after me, it didn't matter. I'm not saying I'm the only one had a baby daddy or boyfriend in jail or nothing, but it was my story and I put it on TV first. So everybody else came after me with it and stuff, So, you get things taken from you, but you just keep moving. Yeah. You just keep moving and you keep writing and you just keep creating. And I see comics now, that I've grown up with in comedy and stuff, and they still telling jokes from 10 and 15 years ago. And it's like, you've had some more experiences by now. You know what I'm saying? You might have been married, divorced, grew up, kids, your mama died, whatever. You've had some more experiences and stuff. And so you gotta evolve. I'm 54 now. I started in this game. I was 24 years old. I've raised a son. I'm a grandmother now. I've been married. I've been divorced. I've been around the world. I've been to jail. I done did a lot, now. So there's no way, so you have to evolve. You have to evolve.
That's true. It's like most of my comedy is really stuff really happened to me, and I just tell it. And people sometimes when I be saying stuff, people don't think that it's real, but most of the stuff that I say is actually real stuff. I just make it funny, so that's why you're right. I can deliver it better because it's really your life to me. Because it's my life. If somebody tries to take it, they're not gonna say it the way I say it because I lived going through that path of the stuff that I'm talking about. So.
But sometimes your experience is not just yours and stuff. And that's why we're on stage. I tell comedians all the time, and I charge every last comedian that's listened to this podcast, is that we are ministers of laughter. And right now it's hard because ain't shit funny right now. Ain't shit funny and stuff. But it's our job, just like people go to church and they go to church to hear the word, hear their favorite church song, maybe see the usher, see them somewhere, hear the minister say something or whatever to make them feel better. And that's why people come to the comedy club. And it's our job for the time that they are there to make them forget about all their troubles and to make them laugh for the time. And that's our job. That is what God gave us this gift for.
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Preach.
Yes.
That's what he gave us this gift.
I never looked at it like that.
Definitely.
That's true.
Yeah, it is.
Like for me, it's like I try to make people laugh by any means necessary, whether I'm talking about myself, because I talk about myself and think nothing of it, or talk about my mom or whoever. And because like you said, my job is to make people laugh.
That's their job.
That's my job, right? So whether I'm talking about myself, it doesn't matter. And whatever. You know what I mean? And it's a blessing to do what we do, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Somebody asking, I see these comments and stuff. Shine asked, is my relationship with Jamie helped my career? No, because he wasn't famous then. He wasn't famous back then and stuff. I helped him more than he helped me at that time and stuff or whatever. And then I didn't look for nothing in return because I'm not that person. Whatever I do for you, I do it because I want to do it. Not that I'm looking for anything in return, because God always provides for me. I never worry about those things.
That nigga only some change right now.
I go to the house. I go to the shows. I hang out with them and we get together and hold hands and reminisce, and people like, there's something with y'all, and we just laugh. It's like, y'all, we got a history, amazing history. He's a great friend. And shout out to him. His sister died or whatever. His baby sister died, and Deidre, and we just sending you love and light right now, Fox. We love you.
Yes.
He loved her.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the riots, man. What do you think about the riots that's going on in Philly? What do you think about how we just grabbing everything that's moving soon as
could anybody get me a size 7 Gucci shoes? If the shit just happened to fall off the truck and you just happen to get some shit in your hand, can you holler at your girl? Okay.
They run into stores and they grabbing the sneakers. And they be having mismatched sneakers. They ain't got the both sneakers. They got one Nike and one Puma, and they running out the store with a bunch of. It's bad. They are the most embarrassing looters right now.
We have the biggest mall in the country, and it didn't get touched. All the Walmarts got hit. So if you want size 7 Skechers, we can get them to you. They ain't go nowhere near Gucci.
Skechers are nice or whatever. Yeah. When we started looting around here, we went up on Rodeo Drive. And Saks Fifth Avenue and Neiman Marcus and stuff or whatever. And that's what we did. We were like, fuck this shit. We don't get it all. Because we feel like, it's the millennials that's doing it now, or whatever. So they label whores and stuff. So they want the good shit or whatever. If I'm going to loot, when we had the riots of, I think it was 90, whatever the last riots we had here, when the Rodney King verdict came down and stuff and the riots and stuff, we told a motherfucking meat market up. We told a meat market up. Motherfucker was in the check cash and getting money orders and motherfucking money and shit or whatever. We was getting lobster and shit. You know, we had food for months and months.
Nigga
and
run
months.
down the street with a big ham in the
Ham.
other
That's
arm. Ham
That's
under
right.
his shirt.
Motherfucker had greens and shit. You know,
Green. He went down the street with a bunch of collard greens.
collard greens and liquor. Nigga, like if I'm gonna go to jail, I'm gonna be full at least. Okay, so
You ain't lying. They looting the supermarkets for a bunch of canned goods and shit. Like you going to jail for some maybe just
your canned goods goes a long way if you've been
that's
poor
true. That's true.
in your life.
That is
Okay,
true. That
and
is
pork
true.
and beans is like motherfucking filet mignon when you ain't got shit. Okay, so you know.
Listen, if I'm going in the store, I'm going straight to the damn lottery booth. Them lottery machines.
Get them tickets,
I'm going
them
to that
goddamn
shit.
liquor tickets
Yes,
or
I'm
whatever.
getting
You
the
go
tickets.
scratch.
Y'all go get the ham and that shit. I'm going to get the lottery tickets.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the curb with a whole line of fucking lottery tickets scratching. Like I didn't win. Oh, and
I'm
then
gonna be up all night.
how you gonna cash the money in? Who gonna give you the money, Malcolm? How you gonna cash the money in, Malcolm? You ain't thought about that.
I'm gonna be standing there, going there with about 20 tickets. Here's his winners.
Who will win?
I got 20
all
winners.
$2 tickets.
Cash these bad buckets in, baby. I got these winners. This nigga got 50 winners in his hand. Here you go.
Go all through the city. Go out to all the Wawas and take 2 tickets each Wawa.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. Since this pandemic, the federal pen gonna be very, very crowded real soon. Between the SUSU, the motherfucking EIDL, the SBA loan, the EBD scams and stuff. Niggas going to jail. Niggas going to jail in 6 to 8 months. Okay, this motherfucker gonna be packed. This shit gonna be like Judgment Day up in this bitch.
I'm telling you, in Philly, it was a dude. They went to his house and he had 3 Mac machines in his house, like 3 Mac machines. Like, how was he coming down his block? And everybody see him dragging these Mac machines down to try to get him.
What is a Mac machine? What's a Mac?
I mean, an ATM machine.
ATM machine.
ATM machine. Okay, ATM.
He had 3 ATM machines, and he dragging them in his house, thinking he ain't gonna get caught. Everybody is jealous and snitching on this nigga. Then called him.
Nigga didn't even put a blanket over it or nothing.
He dragging him down the street. He dragging him up his steps. Everybody on their cell phone calling the police on this.
Some niggas need to get caught. Some niggas need to get caught for just doing stupid shit.
One nigga stole a police horse. One nigga riding down the street it had police horse on the side riding down the street.
Well, nigga feel like I ain't never rode a horse before. Fuck it. You know, I mean, nigga want to ride a horse. Fuck it. Some of these motherfuckers living out their dreams and shit. Okay, I'm living out my goddamn dream. Whatever.
Right now.
They're making their own Black Friday. Whenever they want Black Friday, they just say we're just gonna take what the fuck we want. And that's it.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm with Joe when you were saying about the TV. How many TVs does a nigga really need? And stuff.
Exactly.
Every fucking tax season, a nigga gotta go buy a new TV.
TV.
What's wrong with the last TV you got? These TVs last for about 5 or 6 or 7 years. Why every year this is what niggas buy on tax season? Niggas buy a new raggedy
TV.
ass car at the buy here, pay here spots, or whatever.
No credit.
Yeah. And then they buy a TV. How many from one year to the next? That TV that fucked up. Now that's ridiculous. Something ain't right.
Something ain't right. You got to keep getting.
I tell you, for
year.
some reason, we want to buy something that's big to make it look like we got something. Everything that's big, that's what we gonna get. And so the TV is big. That's the first thing them niggas think he gonna buy to make himself feel like he bought something.
I don't even watch TV enough, so I don't even watch TV enough.
Unless you like Malcolm. Malcolm has football parties and fight parties all the time. He's one of the only people I know who got a TV in the damn bathroom.
Yeah,
I love it.
Shit just sit up over the toilet, like he put the TV over the toilet. You might be one of them that keeps stealing TVs, Malcolm.
Yeah, I think he is. You just
TV in the bathroom.
That's what he was doing in the background. That's what he was doing.
He ain't lying.
You just snitched on your boy. Now they about to come get that nigga, okay?
Get his ass out.
Now the police coming after me.
Yeah, now they coming after you.
Listen, Hope, I want to ask you this quick question though.
Yes.
Give me your top 5 comedians that you like. Top 5.
That I like. Personally, that I like?
Yeah.
Ooh. Of course, D.L. Hughley.
Yeah. I know you're gonna say Jamie Foxx because of what you done did.
Well, Jamie Jamie wants to be Brian McKnight, really. Okay, so Jamie is really a singer acting and an actor acting like a comedian and stuff. So I wouldn't say he's my favorite comedian and stand-up wise, but he's one of my favorite actors and things like that, and my favorite people and stuff. So I'm not gonna put him in that stand-up category per se or whatever. But Chappelle.
Yes.
Brilliant. Genius. I mean, of course, genius, of course. Of course, Pryor, Eddie, Whoopi, and then, just like some local people or whatever. Lunell cracks me up. We tour together.
Lunell's a beast. Yeah, I see her.
We tour together and stuff. Flame that was on She's Ready, the first transgender comedian. I love Flame. We're all good friends and stuff. And it's just some other comedians like Tony Tone. I could watch Tony Tone all goddamn day. I could watch Tony Roberts all fucking
Tony Roberts
day.
Tony Roberts
I could watch them all fucking day. I could watch Bo P out of Atlanta. I could watch them all day because they're brilliant and they write. And this way they put their shit together, it's just like, oh my God, they're just so brilliant, whatever. So it's some comics that people don't know. Simply Marvelous, rest her soul, whatever. One of my other favorite, Rodney Winfield. He used to wear the sailor hat all the time, whatever. He's gone. Ronaldo. So I came up with all of these people.
Ronaldo Ray.
Yeah, these are people that I came up with in the game and stuff, and I looked up to and everything. Bernie Mac, Sad. I love Sad and stuff.
Cedric in my top 5. A lot of people don't be mentioning him, but Cedric definitely in my top 5.
Yeah, Martin. I love Martin. Whatever. And so I am a fan of comedy. I am a fan of comedians and stuff because I know what it takes for us to get on that stage. Yeah. And so I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I love Chappelle so much because I love how he went away for 8 years and was able to come back and get more than what they took from him.
Wow. More. $50 million for 4 shows. What was it? 4 shows?
60
million for 3 stand-up comedy shows.
And that's 2 of them he had already had in the can already. 2 of them he had already shot.
$60 million.
$60 million.
To do stand-up 3 times. I can't imagine I can't imagine that.
He's so brilliant. He's so and he's smart.
Yes.
You gotta be smart in this game, y'all, and stuff, because they will get you. And what happened with Chappelle, I don't know if y'all really know the story. Chappelle made a deal with them to do the Chappelle Show series into DVDs, and the deal was that they would split it 50%. He would get 50, they would get 50. They didn't think it was going to do what it did. It made $500 million.
Right.
And he went to get his money, and they were like, "We're just gonna give you 50 million." He said, "What do you mean, give me 50 million and stuff? Y'all owe me half." He was like, "No, we're just gonna give you 50 million." He's like, "Well, I'm gonna get my lawyers. Well, when you get home, you're gonna be a crackhead. You're gonna be this, and we're gonna discredit you." And that's a lot of what they do and stuff. And so that's why when they said, "Oh, Chappelle is on drugs and he this and that," he went to Africa. No, he went to Africa because he needed to clear his hair. They don't have our TV over there. They don't hear. He didn't have to hear all of those things and stuff, and he had to go and clear his head and figure out what his plan was. And he came back. He was healthy, bigger, he's stronger, and he's brilliant. And one thing about God, I'm gonna tell you something. You don't ever have to worry, y'all. You don't ever have to worry. What is for you is for you, and you are going to get it. And he said, "I will restore it and give you more. We'll give you more." Whatever. And so he ain't worried about nothing. Dave living on a farm in Ohio, wife and a little Asian wife and half-breed Asian kids. He has turned down 13 pilots, whatever. He'll walk away from shit because he not married to this game like that. You know what I'm saying? He's not thirsty. He ain't thirsty, and you can't be thirsty. They see it on your face.
I'm thirsty. I need something. I'm thirsty.
You gonna get it. Something. No, you ain't. You ain't, because you're not willing to do what is required.
Yeah, but he don't be wearing a bunch of chains and gold bracelets and big shades and all that. He's like a regular dude, man. But and I'm not gonna lie. At first, I didn't really. I knew he was funny, but he wasn't in my top 5. But after I watched them series that he did, I'm realizing this dude is number 1. Like the smartness and the genius of and the topics that he's bringing out. Nobody is doing the topics, because usually you hear the same topics, cheating with your girl, all this stuff. the topics that this man brings up, it's like, wow, this dude is a genius. Like stuff you've never heard before. And so now he's to me, he's number one. There's no doubt about that.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, Dave has like he got this fearless attitude when he's on stage. He can say whatever he want to say. That's what I love about him.
And we all should have that attitude because we are the voice of the people. We say what people cannot say and stuff or whatever. So we have to be fearless in our thoughts and stuff. So even when I do comedy, sometimes I'm the only female on the show. I got to represent for the ladies, you know, and I got to say, if y'all all go up and y'all talk about women, I got to come back and talk about y'all asses and stuff. It's only right. You know, it's only right, you know, whatever. So that's what we do and stuff. So there are some, but I'm a fan of comedy and comedians and stuff. I go to comedy shows and I go to watch and study.
Me too. I like to watch
and laugh and just be, you know, I just love to laugh and I love to make people laugh and I just want to see us all win, you know, at it and stuff. So those are some of my favorites. I'm sure I got some more, but those are some of the ones that come to my head right now.
Well, listen, I'm not gonna hold you up because you're out in LA, but you know, I want to first of all, you know, when I hit you up, you know, people on your level, you know what I'm saying, usually. You know what I'm saying? But when I talk to you, you're like, Mark, you know, let's go. You know what I mean? Whatever you need to do, let's go. And a lot of people, you know, when they at that level, they be trying to, well, wait next week or wait 4 weeks. You're like, let's go.
You gotta call my manager.
Let's go. Right. And that's
why thank you. I think that comics should stop treating other comics. We are all comrades. We are all co-workers and stuff or whatever. And I don't think that if you got something going on and I could do it and you trying to do something and I could do it, why not? Why not? What is that about? I don't understand who's doing that to you. And what the fuck is that about? And who the fuck are they? And what kind of tickets is that motherfucker selling? That motherfucker ain't selling no goddamn tickets probably. And it's always the motherfucker who ain't doing shit that want to act like they bigger than somebody. I wish you would tell me who the fuck they are and stuff.
I know what you said. I know you want to help already. We ain't gonna do that. Listen, Hope, tell the people, you know, where they can catch you at and how they can get with you, because you know more people need to see what's going on with you. How can they get with you?
Okay, well, I'm a leader, but I really don't like nobody following me. That's probably part of my problem on my social media, why my numbers ain't up and stuff. Because I'm kind of private and everything. Like when you're on stage, you give of yourself. And you're the people's, you know, you're the people's person and stuff. But when I'm not on stage, I'm really kind of private. You know, I don't post pictures of my kids or my grandkids or anything. I'm not on social media all the time bragging about shit. I don't know. I probably need to and everything. I'm in the right now, since I'm at home, I've been working my other businesses and stuff. One thing about God, when he closes one window, he opens up another one and stuff or whatever. So I've been working with my cannabis business and stuff. I'm in the cannabis business. Okay. That's why I was smoking a blunt. This is a blunt rolled in keef and dipped in wax or whatever with moon rocks. This motherfucker take you to the moon and back. Okay. Whatever. And so I work my cannabis business. It's my son and I, it's our business together. You guys can go to highhopes.biz, www.highhopes.biz. Because one thing I realized in this pandemic, these niggas is getting high. They fucking, they drinking, and they buying shit. Okay, so my business has really taken off since then. I have over 180 products. I infuse and can medicate anything. I got Weedos and Ganjaritos and Stonios, Oreos, Skittles, and Gushers, and every gummy you can name. I think I got about 40 different gummies or whatever. And so y'all hit me up. Y'all can place an order online, highhopes.biz. I ship all over the world and stuff. But you can find me at hope.flood on Instagram, Hope Flood on social media, hopeflood.com is my website, is being revamped right now. And I'm just working on me. And this is a good time, y'all. Work on you. Work on your shit. Get your business card, get your bios, your resume, your EPK kit. That's your electronic press kit. Right. We might have another year of this, y'all, for real. This is here. And it's been.
You think so? You think we're going through another year?
This is not new. This has been here. If you look on an old Lysol can, it says kills coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
There's no way you're going to tell me from January to February that all of a sudden we are all this is a pandemic has happened. And then I got a 6 feet and I got to wear a mask. So that means I'm infected. And if I got infected and you're infected, how the fuck did we get infected? And how did all of this happen? All of these people. So I got some questions, y'all, or whatever. And I know for a fact that this has been here. And Bush tried to, not Daddy Bush, but Bush Jr., he tried to warn us about it. Obama put Obamacare in place because he knew this was coming and we were going to get sick. And this 45, this is the longest episode of Punked I have ever been on in my goddamn life. Okay, I don't know. This is a bad dream right here. This is horrible, man. I'm like Ashton Kutcher. This shit ain't funny no more. Come on out.
Come on out. I know some cameras around here.
Come on out.
They're not funny no more. We got to go back to work. We got to make people laugh. Okay, because what people don't realize, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way, is that comedy is also our therapy. We on stage and we making y'all laugh, but goddamn it, it's for us. So we don't go back to the hotel and blow our motherfucking brains out. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And I see a lot of comics on social media, and I'm like, that nigga spiraling. That nigga ain't gonna make it. That nigga ain't gonna make it.
Well, listen, Hope.
Thank y'all.
I'm glad you came through, man. And did. When we come to LA, we gonna stop by and get some of that weed. And if I have to go to Jamie Foxx route, I'm definitely going to try to go to Jamie Foxx route.
I'm not doing that no more.
No, you got one more. One more.
I don't. You know how many comics?
My career has got to go up, baby. Because you are the fountain of youth for comedy.
You're on your own. I had surgery. I had surgery and I had a female issue, and so I had to give me a new pussy. So this is my second pussy. You niggas not gonna ruin my second pussy. My first pussy, I had it's 100,000 my warranty, my transmission was in, my oil was leaking and shit. So this is my second pussy. You niggas not gonna ruin this one, motherfucker. Okay.
I was gonna stop past the gas station to get some of them Stendal pills and some Viagra pills and come through there and wear that. Anyway. Thank you, Hope.
You don't need that. I got a meet head game. You don't need that, baby. Okay.
Listen, baby.
Love y'all. Thank y'all, Nate. Thank you.
All right, now. Thanks for coming. We appreciate you.
All right.
Thank you for having. Thank you, Joe.
I'm coming to LA.
Yes, thank you.
You welcome. You welcome to come. I'm gonna do you like LA people do. They tell you to come to LA and then they don't answer the phone.
Oh yeah.
That's what y'all do too.
Definitely.
That's what we do. You know that's what we do.
All right.
And Tommy Too Smooth.
Jamal
Doman. Tommy Too Smooth.
Tommy don't live here.
Tommy don't live here.
He did that to me when I first met him, though. I didn't know. Oh, I'm in LA all the time. I got out of LA. He didn't answer the phone. Luckily, Jamal didn't answer for me when I did.
He was not there. He was not there. Tommy don't live there.
Tommy on the 54th and Westminster around the corner. Tommy right around the corner.
Yeah, but that nigga ain't in LA. LA or BJ. LA is the type of city that they don't let you on the comedy clubs. I'd have to take you to the club and I'd have to recommend. I have to say, put Malcolm on, put Joe on, put Nate on and stuff. Yep. You just walk in there and get on the motherfucking stage in LA. They're not having it. This ain't like in New York or Atlanta and stuff like that. You have to be recommended because you could be in there and blow the fuck up. Somebody be in there and see your ass and take you right up out of that bitch. That's what happened to the Carmichael guy. He was at the Comedy Store, the head of NBC, and I'm gonna let y'all go. The head of NBC came in there and he said, the next comedian go on stage, I'm gonna make him a star.
Wow.
It could happen just like that in LA.
Wow. Oh,
that's what happened with Kevin. That's what happened with Kevin. Kevin hung around the white comedians and stuff, and they loved him and put him on and everything like that and everything. So when people ask who is he and this and that, and he did his work. He did the work.
Yeah.
Got to do the work, y'all. Got to
do the work, Malcolm and Joe. You got to do the work.
I want to go through the fountain of youth. I'm gonna get.
Yes.
I'm just playing. We gonna see you later, baby.
This pussy will change your life. This pussy will change your area code, nigga. Okay.
I'm starting to hit. Okay. All right, baby. We talk.
All right, I love y'all.
All right. Hope.
Listen, man. Yeah, great interview, man. She's a nice lady, beautiful lady, man.
Up is cussing us out right now. Up is cussing us out.
Listen,
we sorry, we need the ratings,
We need the ratings. Listen, we gonna go right into it, man. the beautiful Lady Shine gonna give us a quick word of wisdom of what's going on in the street. Is she still on? Lady Shine still there? Lady Shine.
Yeah, I'm here. Peace, Kings. Great show. Great show.
Thank you.
I only have 5 minutes, thanks to you guys. So I'm going to make this real quick. You know what, Malcolm? I just want to say to you that was an awesome freaking show. And I just want to say kudos to you for putting this show together, because listen to her and listen to all the comedians that you have on here. Any comedian wishing to get into this game, they should look at this show.
Yes.
They can learn a lot from the experience that these people have, from the advice that they're giving. Excellent information, man.
Thank you. Yeah, we got a great show. We got a good situation going on here. Yes.
So I just want to give you your props for thinking of this and putting it together. And I know you brought Nate in, and you brought your boy JoetheBoss in.
Oh yeah, we all here. We all in the building. We about to take this thing to the next level.
Yeah, kudos to you. That was a brilliant show.
Yes, great show. Yeah, all the shows is good. But
all of the shows are good.
Yes.
But just like with the information that she gave, like I said, they give so much good information that anybody who's trying to get in the game really can come up just by listening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Their experiences and everything. But I'm gonna make this real quick because I already know gonna cut me off in 4 minutes.
Go ahead. What's up, baby? What's going on?
Well, you know what's going on. The biggest thing that's going on first, I just want to say peace. And my prayers go out to the Wallace family for what happened to their son on Monday. It was, I mean, if you saw the video, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
that was definitely crazy.
I hear you guys up here, you know, and you're joking about the looting and everything like that. But the thing about it is that what pisses me off about the situation is when you look at the news and you hear the commissioner, everybody is going crazy about the people looting. But you should be going crazy about those 2 officers shooting that guy like that.
Yeah, that's true.
In broad daylight.
In front of everybody, yeah.
Why in the world are we still going through this? I don't understand. Like, why is this still happening? Malcolm, I've had a few discussions with a few people like yourself who are saying that the man had a knife. Mm-hmm. He was coming towards the police. So what was the police supposed to do? And like I told you, they were supposed to do their freaking job, what they were trained to do. If those police officers, to all the people who have a problem with the young people out here looting, which I don't think people should loot as well. However, the problem was with those 2 policemen who did not do what they were trained to do. And they killed the man with a freaking pocket knife. And so all the people who says, well, he was coming after him, I say to you, Timothy McVeigh killed 126 people and 10 kids, and he lived to have a trial in a jury.
That is true. That's true.
That's the issue. If you, you know, everybody is going after the looters and this, that, and the third, or whatever. However, what you should be is getting down on a justice system that is allowing these people to feel comfortable about pulling out a gun and shooting somebody 14
times. Like 14 times. Seven apiece.
Yeah, 14 times. It is not okay. It is not okay. And it's so crazy. Ever since Monday, I know you know a lot of people have been 212 people have been arrested since Monday. 57 officers have been injured because of the rioting and the looting. And it's absolutely, you know, my heart goes out to the police officers as well, because they are doing those jobs. I mean, not the ones who did the shooting, but the ones who are out there trying to calm everybody down. My heart goes out to them because they have a family that they have to go home to as well. But I say, if you don't want these things to happen, then you need to train your officers to do their job the right way. So I'm just going to leave it with that. The other thing is COVID. We've been talking about this over and over again. COVID is rising. They're thinking about having another shutdown. There was a wedding out in Long Island, and the wedding had 50 people. Well, the wedding had 91 people. Out of 91 of those people, 50 people got COVID, and 300 people are on quarantine. So this COVID thing is not no joke or whatever. So they had somebody had a wedding out in Long Island. Somebody had like a sweet 16 party, and all of these people got COVID. So it's really important that we follow the rules and we not come together and have these gatherings without following the COVID restrictions. And the other thing, the last thing I'm going to say, which is my tidbit of the week before I because it's 8 o'clock and I'm about to get cut off, is don't whatever you do, beautiful people, do not let all the chaos distract you from getting out there to vote.
Yeah.
Make sure on November the 3rd, if you have not already voted, if you're not doing early voting, make sure November the 3rd you are out there to get your vote in, because as we have been saying, your life actually can depend on the vote this year. So get out and vote. Peace, kings.
Great job, beautiful lady Shine. Shout out to the beautiful lady Shine. Listen, man, this is the hilarious show. Joe, you know what I mean? Great job. NA, great job, man. This is what we do, right? This is what we do each and every Thursday.
Before we leave, I had to say something.
Go ahead.
You know, I want to give, a rest in peace and a shout out. Oskino and Freeway both lost their kids, their sons. I want to give both of them guys, a prayer up to them. Hope everything is, works out for you and your family. Y'all good, real good brothers. And I just wanted to say that because it was on my mind.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Like I said, man, any parting words, Joe? Any parting words real quick before we get out of here?
Man, just everybody be safe. This virus is out here. It's coming back strong. So just be safe. Keep your mask on. Protect yourself.
All right. This is the Hilarious Show each and every Thursday, 7 o'clock. All right. We out of here. Peace.